Hello and welcome back to Gumbo's Flying Circus. I'm Gumbo. And I'm back to fly some more of the A10C Basic Qualification. Still learning with the start of the shutdown and get past that first one. Hopefully it hasn't jumped me over to the second, which can sometimes happen in campaigns, so we'll have to see and put back in that one if I reset it. But yeah, trying to learn the A10 and get there with a little bit more in depth than normal, just to challenge myself a bit and see if I can remember what I'm doing. So I've got my checklist sorted out. I think on the shutdown this time I'm just going down, just shut everything off can, and happens. That might be a good way to go. But yeah, so let's get into it. The mission's flown 2. See if it puts me back to where I need to be. Yep, that's the first one. Excellent. Now let's start. Get into it. Sun's gone down now. It's not as bright through the window. Good. Set my back in there. So nice sunset outside. Good, because it won't interfere with me head tracking. Definitely going to get some. I'll be off to Amazon.
Your performance check starts now. You have 15 minutes to get this bird started.
Hey.
Get your radios powered up, then contact the tower for startup clearance. Once cleared, run through your startup checklist.
Right, so throttles are off, speed brake is centre, flaps are up, APU is off, normal, the AC is off, radar altimeter is off, gen is off, AC needs to go on, battery needs to power up, converter to standby. And then we want signal lights tested, fire detection system tested, fuel tested, oxygen even, put that on, test the fuel. Better do another test on there just to make sure. I'm not sure if it should be on or off when you test it. There we go. Boost pumps, they need to go on. Right, let's set this radio. Throttles are in the way. 1, 3. That's that done. Let's get APU started. Wait for that to get to 100. EGT. Right, stick that off flight plan now, I think. So, just get the radios up and running. I don't need to adjust C, it'll press engine start. Right, let's see if this works this time.
A10C Colt 1-1, request startup. Colt 1-1, A10C, cleared for startup, wind 245 at 4 meters per second.
Okay. Okay, push that switch to aft. Position lights coming on to flash.
Colt 1-1, Colt.
Yep, that's good. Alright, now we can start left engine. Starter's on.
While we wait for you to complete your checklist, let's review some information about this aircraft. The A10C is an enhanced version of the famous A10A that served as a major close air support aircraft for the U.S. Air Force, Air National Guard, and Reserves for almost 30 years. The aircraft has been upgraded to meet 21st century standards using systems such as multifunction color displays, GPS-guided weapons, and data link support. Retaining all the features of the older A10A, the A10C has turned into a true precision strike fighter with the most modern navigation systems, precision attack weapons, Maverick, JDAM, WCMD, and laser-guided bombs, and an integrated countermeasure system. The Warthog, or Hog, are its common nicknames. It's ugly, but it gets the job done. Don't skip any checklist items. The bird has to be fully mission operational to pass this performance check.
Right, cycle the flaps. Now speed brakes. Right, controls check.
Once your engines are running, test your flight controls, flaps, and air brakes, and don't forget your navigation lights.
Do the rudders. SAS can go on now. Take off trim.
Once everything checks out, contact the tower for taxi clearance.
On that test.
Tell me when you are ready and we can start. If you need more time, that's fine, I'll wait. But at 15 minutes, we start regardless.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Colt 1-1, Colt 1-2, I read you 5 by 5.
let's put the screens on. To reset. What's this net? Let's put these on. APU gen comes off, APU off, EAC, head altimeter, ladder stowed, WS on, let's check that ladder, and crew.
Chief, stow the boarding ladder. Copy. Atumi,
So you remember to do the pre-flight
request taxi to runway. Code 1-1. Atumi, clear to taxi to runway 31.
Right, that should do us.
The details were in the flight manual. You did read the flight manual, right?
Copy.
1, copy.
Ground crew. No.
Colt, 1-1, ready, startup.
Well, let's see how we did.
Let me confirm your startup procedure.
Oh, hey Ali, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're
Startup looks good.
well. Right, a startup's good.
Let's test your ground handling skills. Follow me.
Right, this taxi. Don't want to go too fast. I can't get close to that guy in front. It looks like we've got the startup sorted. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Getting back into learning this new module of mine. Yeah, all's quite well at the moment. Nice and calm, peaceful. That's what we like, isn't it? You know? Make sure I don't hit this guy here. Oh, he's come running up. Quite nice and relaxing just to do sort of training missions. Take it easy, take your time, you know. Quite enjoyable. Learning. Without any pressure on, which is nice.
Looking good.
Maybe getting a bit close there. don't want to stick that wheel in the mud, do I really?
Okay, right turn coming up. An airport is a busy place. You need to keep aware at all times.
Yeah, so there's a truck coming up there. And my head tracking's actually a bit sensitive at the moment because I broke it and had to super glue it onto the side of my headphones. And it's picking up a lot more movement than it did when I had it just clipped on with some plastic clips.
Watch out for that fuel truck.
Behind me, he's coming, isn't he? Yeah, this is a different way this time. Took me round there earlier. Speed up a little bit. Slow down.
Watch out for aircraft on the runway at all times.
Roger. This guy's going to take off down here. We're going to taxi down the runway. Comes.
The runway is clear. Let's go.
Okay. Can you taxi? Right, it's behind him. Hey Joe, how's it going? Yeah, same mission 1 of the campaign. Done the startup fine this time, doing the taxi okay. Just have to get that shutdown done in 2 minutes. So what I've decided to do on this run, instead of using a checklist, is just shut everything off, turn everything off as quickly as I can, and hopefully that'll be good enough. So we'll have to see. I do like this campaign. It's nice. I'm learning quite a bit about the startup as well. You know, some things that I'd missed before. I can do it without using a checklist, but obviously not to the standard needed for this campaign. So yeah, it's nice just filling in the gaps a little bit. Yeah, I know. It's like I missed one button or I missed 2 buttons. But alright, we'll see this time how it goes. But it gets you remembering around the cockpit and the switches, the procedures for it. So that's pretty worthwhile. Oh, don't want to go into the back of him. Try and keep him on that bar on the HUD there. That is my reference. Quite a slow taxi though. Supposed to feel like walking speed, I'm guessing. Fire truck. I haven't seen one of those in DCS before. No one puts them in. Bit of eye candy, I suppose.
Left turn now.
Okay, left. Make it nice and smooth, nice and easy.
Looking good.
I've got to make sure I don't think my wingtip into the rear end of this one.
You can park the bird here. You have 2 minutes to complete your shutdown procedure.
Right. So I'm thinking just shut it all off. Oh. That can come off, that can come off. That can come off. Turn that off. Turn the lights off. Radio's off. Radio's off. SAS can come off. Rid of that. That can come off. Pull that off. Oh, come on. Right, let's look here. That can come off, that can come off. Oxygen's got to come off. That off, that off. That switch back. Turn this off. Turn that off. That can come up. Those switches. Separate the throttle.
30 seconds.
Down 2. Don't think I've forgotten anything.
Let me confirm your shutdown procedure.
Oh, I bet there's going to be something. Frost.
Shutdown looks good.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's easy, isn't it? Just shut it all down, don't worry. Checklist for startup.
We will end our flight here. You made it. You passed this PO. You received a qualified minus rating. Work on your maneuvers to improve your skills. It may save your life. Return to Batumi for the next qualification mission.
Yeah, we'd take that. Oh, we'd take that. That's awesome. Let's quit that mission. Right, so that's the first one done. Only took me 5 attempts. But we're learning. We're learning. Oh dear. Right. I just better see what the next one is. Take off in Ifato. Oh, that's that emergency landing. One engine. So to be qualified, you've got altitude plus minus 200 feet, airspeed, rate attack and plus minus. Settle for him. Take off. Then and altitude. We've got to perform a takeoff. Cover from an engine failure after takeoff. See if we need qualified landing area threshold. Start radio check. Start up. This ready to roll. Waypoint 1. Engine failure. Oh, well, let's give it a go and then we... So, what's this? Sure, I won't. Then I know. Write down. Pertinent. Tell me to. Checklist. Right,
Welcome.
let's see.
Start up your bird and meet me at the runway. Our departure time is 0700.
Right, throttles off, speed brake centre, flap lever up, APU is off, EAC off, radar altimeter off, APU gen is off. These need to go on. Battery power. Inverter. Yes. Test. Lights on. Fuel is tested. Option high. On. Test. Boost pumps. Going on. AP start. Set for when that gets to 100. APU power coming on. BDU's got to go on. So that's fine. EGI, that can't come on yet because VHF, come on.
Infield 1, passing waypoint 2 at 1,900.
Right, I've got to do this quickly before we've got the engines to start. Come through front. Seat adjust, let's adjust the seat then. Up in the air a little bit. Engine A10C clearance.
Atumi, Colt 1-1, request startup. Colt 1-1, Atumi, cleared for startup. Wind 096 at 6 meters per second.
Position lights on to crash. Wrong way. Okay. Left engine start.
Colt 1-1, Colt 1-2, radio check.
Copy. Infield 1, passing waypoint 3 at 3,000.
Waiting for the starter to go.
I read you 5 by 5.
Right engine. Ooh, pardon me. Freaking Coke. Cycle the flaps. Speed brakes. Goes back in. Take the flight controls. Over the top. Take rudders. SAS can go on. Take off trim. We can put these on.
Okay, if you're ready, you can contact the tower for taxi clearance now. I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, not quite there yet. So he expects you to run through this though.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Get to the CDU page. Harness ready. Button go on. That. 3 meter test. Reset even. Give it to that set to use P switch not required. I have some pre-flight bit test done. Pick master mode. 9 CDU. Yeah. Checkpoint page. Touch alert. That's the steer point switch. Flight plan. Let's put it on. TGP. RLS and TACAN, I think I've already done those. Right. We're on now. APU gen switch to off. APU off. EAC arm.
Infield 1, passing waypoint 4 at 4,000.
WS on.
Natumi, Colt 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
Taxi right. Maps NPR. Exposed canopy.
Colt 1-1. Natumi, clear to taxi to runway 31. 2, rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
I suppose, not sure if I'm supposed to be in front of him or behind him, but well, we're behind him now.
Now hold at the runway threshold and perform your takeoff checklist. When ready, request takeoff clearance and take your position on the runway.
Press takeoff.
Natumi, Colt 1-1. Request takeoff. Colt 1-1. Natumi, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.89. Infield 1, passing waypoint 5 at 5,000.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be in front of him, and
Your performance check starts now. Let me confirm your lineup checklist items. You missed a checklist item. You failed to test the pitot heat switch.
oh, would you believe it?
Looks good. You can begin your takeoff roll.
we fix that.
Rolling.
Your pitch is too low.
Not taken off yet.
Maintain 180 knots in the climb.
Yeah, roger.
You forgot to raise your flaps.
Oops.
Maintain 300. Climb to Angel 6 at 180 knots.
2, wheels up.
Alright, so we're going to Angel 6.
The hard deck limit is in effect. Do not go below Angels 5 unless the restriction is terminated. Level off at Angel 6 and increase airspeed to 220 knots. Good. Maintain 300 Angel 6 at 220 knots. Turn right to 060. Maintain Angel 6 at 220 knots.
Infield 1, passing waypoint 6 at 5,000.
Your EF-ATO test starts now. Shut down your right engine and make a controlled landing back at Batumi. The hard deck restriction is terminated.
To me, Colt 1-1, inbound. Colt 1-1, to me, fly heading 23348, QFE 29.89.
Remember, Batumi has a precision approach path indicator, PAPI, to help with visual approaches and landings. A good way to remember how the system works is to use the following phrases. All white, out of sight, you are too high. All red, you are dead, you are too low. Red and white is all right, you're on the glide path.
I'm just trying to trim this out. Keep my ball in the centre. Slightly off heading.
Now make your turn to the airport and enter the approach pattern.
About 2,500 feet, so I need to descend.
Colt 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower. Batumi, Colt 1-1, request landing.
You are below the glide path.
How can I be below the glide path? I need to see that, I can't see it.
Your speed is good.
I've got all whites, and I need to drop down to get those 2 whites, 2 reds. I said I was below, I think it's a bit higher.
11. Batumi, check landing gear. Wind 096 at 6 meters per
Here
second.
comes
Runway
one
13.
There we go.
Altitude, altitude.
Good. You hit the required touchdown point. Taxi to the parking area.
Still a bit rough. But we're down.
Code 11. Taxi to parking area.
In for my after landing checklist. Okay, speed brakes closed. They're not going to do. The taxi light is required.
You can park near the tanker. You can park the bird here. You have 2 minutes to complete your shutdown procedure.
Alright, let's turn everything off. See that.
30 seconds.
Don't think I've forgotten anything.
Let me confirm your shutdown procedure.
Fingers crossed.
You missed a checklist item. You failed to turn off the ILS.
Oh,
Okay, let's see how you have rated.
thought I'd turn that off. Obviously, I didn't turn it on.
For general knowledge, airmanship, and safety, you rated qualified minus.
That'll do.
For pre-takeoff and takeoff, you rated qualified minus.
Yeah, I'll have that.
For navigation and maneuvers, you rated qualified.
Hey, there we go.
For approach, landing, and after landing, you rated qualified minus.
I'm better than I thought.
For comms and task prioritization, you rated qualified.
We will end our flight here. You made it. You passed this PO. You received a qualified minus rating. Work on your maneuvers to improve your skills. It may save your life. Return to Batumi for the next qualification mission.
Will indeed. Well, that went better than I thought it would. Cool. Oh, blimey. Oh, it requires some concentration though to get this within the parameters that you need to fly. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, cheers Joe, that's awesome, isn't it? It's good. That's 2 now. Out of the way. Getting the hang of it. Yeah, right. I just need to go and take a quick 5-minute break, just a comfort break, and then I'll be back and doing the next mission. So I'll see you again in a couple of seconds. Right, that's better. Oh. I sat there for an hour doing that then, so I just need to stretch the legs. And then topped up my drink and things, so get ready for the third mission campaign. So hopefully this won't be in that mission. Okay. We'll look at the next one. Apply traffic pattern. Oh, okay. Perform traffic. Start from the traffic pattern and rejoin the traffic pattern. So what have they got as the traffic pattern? So it's a left-hand traffic pattern. Quite standard. 45 degrees for pattern entry and pattern departure. 45 degrees from the heading to the heading. Downwinds that side, upwinds that side, fine. So radio check, perform startup checklist, ready to roll, take off. Instructed by over time. Approach vector, pattern out. Knots. 2,500 feet, 250 knots into the pattern hand. Pattern. When instructed by the FE, depart the pattern. When instructed by the FE, contact me to get an approach vector. That's the second one. So when you depart the pattern, you must have to tell them that you're leaving. At the return point, isn't it? Fines, but that down. Alright, let's see how this one goes. There's quite a lot of information to take in as well, so if you're new to it, you're not sure on patterns and things, that can be quite overwhelming to learn.
Get your bird in the air and I'll meet you at waypoint 2, Angels 8 at 260 knots.
Okay. Okay, throttles, we're going to AP off, AC off, that's off, that's off. Right, so really you start, there's a couple of checks to do, but then you really start here. Come on. Test the lights. Take the fuel. Take the oxygen. Goes on. Pumps. Start. Oh, I needed to do that radio, didn't I?
Atumi, Colt 1-1, request startup. Colt 1-1, Atumi, cleared for startup, wind 093 at 4 meters per second.
Alright, start the engines.
Colt 1-1, Colt 2-1, radio check.
One, copy.
Oh, that's the right engine.
I read you 5 by 5. Don't skip any checklist items. The bird has to be fully mission operational to pass this performance check.
Alright, striking the flaps. Great. Controls. Rudders. Gas.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Colt 2, airborne.
That's APU off, that's APAC and mid altimeter, WS,
Atumi, Colt 1-1. Request taxi to runway. Colt 1-1. Atumi, clear to taxi to runway 31. One, copy. One, rolling. Atumi, Colt 1-1. Request takeoff. Colt 1-1. Atumi, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.89. One, rolling. One, rolling. Colt 2, passing waypoint 2 at 8,000. Colt 2, on station at Bulls 118 for 400 at 8,000. One, copy.
hard deck limit is in effect. Do not go below Angels 5 unless the restriction is terminated.
Not sure what happened there. Nice.
Performance check starts now.
At 8,000.
Fly heading 260, Angels 8 at 260 knots.
Alright, 260. Angels 8. Doing knots, just a bit fast.
We will be using Batumi for this PO. Contact the tower to get an approach vector.
Right, so that's ATC. Me.
Atumi, Colt 1-1, inbound. Colt 1-1, Atumi, fly heading 202, Fort 1-1, QFE 29.89, runway 13, to pattern altitude.
Turn left towards the airport and make your descent to the pattern altitude. Enter the pattern when ready and maintain 230 knots. The hard deck restriction is terminated. Remember, Batumi has a Precision Approach Path Indicator, PAPI, to help with visual approaches and landings. A good way to remember how the system works is to use the following phrases. All white, out of sight, you are too high. All red, you are dead, you are too low. Red and white is all right, you're on the glide path.
Alright, so I'm looking at 2,500 feet, keeping 230 knots.
Colt 2, passing waypoint 4 at 4,000.
Pull up, pull up.
Good. Maintain the pattern altitude. Good. You're in the approach pattern. Maintain 120 pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots. The runway is occupied. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
4-1, passing waypoint 2 at 2,200. 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower. Passing waypoint 3 at 2,000. Forward 1, passing waypoint 4 at 2000. Forward 1, passing waypoint 5 at 2000.
You are heading off course. Turn to 120.
I am on 120. Okay. You're going to turn me, or will I turn myself?
You are heading off course. Turn to terminate, terminate, terminate. You are off course. You exceeded the Q.
Okay, let's see how you have rated.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? It's definitely on course.
Pull up, pull up.
For general knowledge, airmanship, and safety, you rated unqualified.
Pull up, pull up.
For pre-takeoff
tricky.
and takeoff, you rated qualified. For navigation and maneuvers, you rated unqualified.
Oh, that's a pain.
For approach, landing, and after landing, you rated unqualified.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one again, I
Passing
think.
waypoint 5 at
For
500.
comms and task prioritization, you rated unqualified.
We will end our flight here. You did poorly. Your rating is an unqualified. You need to spend more time training. Repeat this PO again when you are ready.
I should have maybe set that course log 120. Yeah, interesting. I thought I had on course, looked like I was, and but apparently not. Ooh. I'll just stretch there. Have a little break for a couple of minutes and then try that one again, I think. Oh, have a drink, relax a bit. Yeah. Interesting. 2,500 feet, 120. So the difference between the path and the heading. Hey Nuki, how's it going? Oh, cheers buddy. Yeah. It's once you get used to it, you're away. Just getting that what they're getting at and what they need in this for to be a bit accurate, but yeah, enjoying the A10C though. Really cool aircraft. Wish I got it sooner really, but you know, good to have something new to learn and practice with and try out. Like ground pounding heaven, isn't it, once you get going? So, but yeah, thought I'd do the basic training campaign qualification, something different to do. Yeah, enjoying it. Oh, you've got it, but you haven't flown it. Oh, yeah. Thing is, you get involved in an aircraft or two that you absolutely love, and then the rest of it, you just kind of, you fly it all the time, you forget stuff as well. Yeah, definitely recommend giving this a go though. It's challenging, I must admit. Definitely one of those makes you think. Usually we just get in, start it up as quickly as possible, whack some weapons on it, and off you go. You know? Don't worry about all this pattern stuff generally. At least I don't. Unless it was a Reaper's mission, then it's some kind of circuit thing, but that we used to go a bit awry at times. But longer missions, yeah. I mean, if flying the A10C, you know, you can stay flying for God knows how long. I've done a 2-hour flight and still I've got nowhere near losing any fuel. You know, I've like half fuel left. Yeah, arm it up, stick tons on there, and you know, away you go. You think if you got rockets, a gun, the Mavericks, and a couple of bombs, that's enough to keep you going for a while. Oh, awesome. Depends how long you want to fly for, really. If you got a nice lazy Sunday afternoon or something, definitely have a go. This campaign's one of those things we've got to do the startups each time, the shutdown. So get used to doing that. Takes a while to get going. We're getting used to the startups now, which is knowing the bits you can skip because you've got nothing to press. You just check things, and they'll always be the same because it's sim. Never load it up and the switch is a different place or anything. I'll definitely upload these to YouTube as well, to archive them, because I think they only stay on Twitch for 2 months. So I like to archive all my bits and bobs on. Oh, mic's better, is it, than when I was on GR missions? Oh, excellent. Yeah, what I've done is instead of going through a mixer, I've just put the mic directly through onto my streaming software, so it seems to have cleared it up a bit. Oh, that's great. I'll have to watch it back later and see if see what the difference is. It's one of those balancing acts. You've got to try different stuff before you get it right, you know. Oh, that's good news. Awesome, thank you. Tell Tommy. Yeah, I struggled to hear it. I can hear him a bit better on the last mission. He turned it up a little bit, I think, but yeah, it's very hard to hear him when he's flying, isn't it? Yeah, bless him. Oh, let's get these switches back into where they should be. So having a Warthog is definitely beneficial when you're flying the Warthog. Because I can't imagine learning the keyboard to do this. That'd be a nightmare for me anyway. With all the buttons you got on the throttle and the joystick, makes it so much easier. A lot of them are already bound as well, I found. There's only a couple I had to do myself, just to check those, and yeah, that makes life a lot easier, you know. Give me a couple more minutes and then I've had a stretch, get back into it. I need to check my messages actually. Not sure I haven't missed anything. I probably haven't. Been all quiet, which has been nice. No, nothing that exciting. Getting toward dinner there, is it? Oh, okay. You start cooking in an hour, we'll come back after if you're still... Yeah, brilliant. Thanks for stopping by, Nuki. Good to see you. Hope to see you again after your dinner. See if I can manage to keep going. But I'll catch you later, baby. I hope everyone else is doing well and enjoying your evening or your day, wherever you are. Been nice and hot here this evening, which has been good, but not for the head tracking. Yeah, it was a bit cloudy and cooler earlier, and then the sun decided to come out in the evenings. Had that flooding in the living room. Always get nice sunsets. Right then, let's try this again. If we can actually do it this time. Have a look to see. Right, I was over this side and it's actually over this side. It doesn't go directly over the airfield there, it goes to the left. In some patterns you'll have the airfield in the middle. I need to come in on this left side. Where's the here? Want to know? Just double check that altitude. It's 2,500 feet. Yeah, there you go. Current altitude is 2,500 feet. Hard deck is 5,000. Was right, 2,500 feet. I just need to be on this left-hand side. This back is. See if they love me a bit more. Right, then. Switches they need to be.
Get your bird in the air and I'll meet you at waypoint 2, Angels 8 at 260 knots.
Okay, roger that. Get back on my checklist. I can skip all that up to this bit. Or we can just go straight in for this one. Yes. Right, I don't want these the engines to start yet. Yeah.
Atumi, Colt 1-1, request startup. Colt 1-1, Atumi, cleared for startup, wind 093 at 4 meters per second.
Colt 1-1, Colt 2-1, radio check.
One, copy.
I read you 5 by 5. Don't skip any checklist items. The bird has to be fully mission operational to pass this performance check.
One, copy.
Right, so I've got the flaps. Speed brakes. I was just doing the bit test, self test, waiting for the CD, for the MFDs to come online.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Keep talking about what I'm doing and look at. Yeah, I will do. I'll get concentrate. Yeah, the O2's on. I've done the test for that already. The flow is going. So press load all. Exit there. Exit again, and that's ready. Put the HUD on.
Colt 2, airborne.
So just waiting for that to be ready. These were flat, like kind of flash. Go to the CDU page. Good. INS ready. Select nav. That gives us our course. Over. We go to waypoint. To the CDU. Right. Select the bars. EGI. The nav. Some of this stuff thing. G meter. Reset that. What else we got here? TTP not needed. IFFCC, that's done. What's the next tab? Is fine. Business, don't need that. Right, ILS and TACAN. Turn on TACAN. Turn on the ILS. APU gen can come off. APU off. On the EAC and the radar altimeter. Don't need to worry about takeoff speeds. Nose wheel steering on. I request taxi.
Atumi, Colt 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
Taxi light on. Flaps are already in M maneuver. Canopy. Got that.
Colt 1-1. Atumi, clear to taxi to runway 31.
Alright, then we can taxi.
Rolling.
Yeah, back to normal taxiing like a maniac. So we're just going to get up to near the runway here and then hold, as we've got some checks to do. Set some things up. Then line up checks as well before we actually get on the runway. We get failed for that. Alright, stop here. Alright, so position lights need to go to steady. Need anti-collision on. Going. Press takeoff.
Atumi, Colt 1-1. Request takeoff.
Landing light.
Colt 1-1.
Flaps
Atumi, you are
confirmed.
cleared for
Flaps
takeoff and ready.
confirmed.
Climb
APU is off.
300 at
Anti-skid.
QFE
That
29.89.
needs to go on. I'm going to hold here and do the run-up test. 90%. Make sure there's no lights on or warnings. And let's get into the runway.
1. Rolling.
Right, let's line up. Oh, oh, oh. Let's line up there. Get the run up going.
Colt 2, passing waypoint 2 at 8,000.
Let's go.
Colt 2, on station at Bulls 1184400 at 8,000.
I'm looking for 50 knots. There it is, nose wheel steering off. Finger on gear button. Looking for about 125. Take off. There we go. Pull back. Gear up. Horn off. Flaps up. 180. Looking for. Time. Feet off rudders. There you go, 181 knots in the climb, runway heading, looking for 5,000 first. Going up to 8,000. Putting some trim in. Adjusting pitch for speeds. Fast on the climb there. Bring it back round onto runway heading a little bit.
The hard deck limit is in effect. Do not go below Angels 5 unless the restriction is terminated.
Okay. We're looking for 8,000 now. Lights all off, no warnings. Adjusting pitch for speed. Coming up on 7,000 feet. Still on runway heading. Approaching 8,000, pitching down. Turn. Speed up a bit, get to 60 knots. In the full thrust. 30 knots. 8,000 feet reached. On heading. Trimming. Adjusting trim. Do 60 knots. Okay, putting on autopilot for a minute. Thrust back a bit fast. No, you got to pull her back. If you go too fast in this, like you get to 140 knots on the ground, I think it is, you start shredding tyres. So you've got to get it off the ground a bit. Hello, there goes the other one. Coming into formation with this.
Performance check starts now.
At 8,000.
Right, so once we're at waypoint 2, turn waypoint 3, 260, 8,000.
Fly heading 260, Angels 8 at 260 knots.
Okay, let's turn. And that speed. And the height, getting a bit high. Making adjustments. So keep an eye on the speed, the height and the heading. It's coming up. 30 degrees. 10 degrees. There we go. fast.
We will be using Batumi for this PO. Contact the tower to get an approach vector.
Batumi, Colt 1-1, inbound. Colt 1-1, Batumi, fly heading 206, Fort 1-1, QFE 29.89, runway 13, to pattern altitude.
At 2989.
Turn left towards the airport and make your descent to the pattern altitude. Enter the pattern when ready and maintain 230 knots. The hard deck restriction is terminated. Remember, Batumi has a precision approach path indicator, PAPI, to help with visual approaches and landings.
A bit rough there, but we're on our way down.
A good way to remember how the system works is to use the following phrases.
Colt 2, passing waypoint 3 at 8,000.
All white, out of sight, you are too high. All red, you are dead, you are too low. Red and white is all right, you're on the glide path.
206 degrees, 250 knots. Airfield in sight. Get the nose down. An air brake. We're going to stay to the left this time as looks at what was on that diagram. Bit low.
Pull up, pull up.
Good. Maintain the pattern altitude.
Speed up a bit. We never get there.
Good. You're in the approach pattern. Maintain 120 pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
That is 120. See if we can come over a bit. Keep that in the centre.
Colt 2, passing waypoint 4 at 4,000.
If this likes us a bit better this time.
The runway is occupied. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
There you go, you got 236. 5. Slightly low. Runway's occupied. Slightly left of runway.
4-1, airborne.
Yeah, run Mike, you're alright.
Passing waypoint 2 at 2,200. 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower. Code 1-1. Go around, runway occupied. Code 1-1. Batumi.
4-1. Passing waypoint 3 at 2,000
meters per second. Runway 13.
4-1. Passing waypoint 4 at 2,000.
You are in the traffic pattern heading on the upwind leg. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
4-1. Passing waypoint 5 at 2,000.
230 knots. So that's within parameters there.
Make a left turn into the crosswind leg heading 040. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
Heading 040.
Make a left turn into the downwind leg heading 300. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
Hey Roger, 300. That's a bit better this time.
You're heading off course. Turn to 300.
I am.
Good. Maintain 300 pattern altitude at 200 to 250 knots.
Roger, copy. 234, 2500 at 300, well off 300, but that's what it wants. It's downwind.
Make a left turn into the base leg heading 220. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
220. It's good because you can do it all in the HUD. Yeah, it is a little. Right, there's 220.
Make a left turn into the final leg heading 120. Maintain the pattern altitude and between 200 and 250 knots.
120, 120.
Altitude, altitude.
I'll make a concerted effort to turn, otherwise he's going to say, yeah, you're off
Hold 2.
course.
Passing waypoint 5 at 500.
Good. Maintain 120 pattern altitude at 200 to 250 knots.
Roger. Slightly off course again, aren't I? Should be on the left and I'm on the right, and hopefully that'll be okay.
Continue in the pattern until instructed by the ATC or FE.
It looks like we're going around in circles for a little while. Right, 040.
Pull up, pull up.
Now continuing around to 300.
Pull up, pull up.
Cove 2, passing waypoint 6 at 7,000.
A little bit low. There we go, back on there.
Depart the pattern by turning away and climbing to Angel 6. Contact Batumi and advise them of the aborted inbound.
Altitude, altitude.
Batumi, Colt 1-1, abort inbound, resuming mission.
No, it's just the circuit, and then he asks you to leave. Up to 6,000.
The hard deck limit is in effect. Do not go below Angels 5 unless the restriction is terminated.
Roger.
Contact Batumi to get an approach vector and rejoin the pattern for landing. The hard deck restriction is terminated.
Batumi, Colt 1-1, inbound. Colt 2, passing waypoint 7 at 7,000.
46, QFE 29.89, runway 13 to pattern altitude.
Yeah, he is. You can definitely do that.
Batumi, Colt 1-1, request navigation assistance.
Colt 1-1, Batumi, ADS, you're heading 252.
Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah. Yeah, don't want to shoot him down. mean, I'm plenty far out here, I think.
Pull up, pull up.
A bit. Right, let's see if we can line up. Looking for the 2 reds, 2 whites, 3-degree glide path. Hard to see unless you zoom in.
Colt 1-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
Atumi, Colt 1-1. Request landing.
Right, got the donut. There we go. Is about right-ish.
Colt 2, passing waypoint 8 at 7,000.
We want about 600, 700 feet per minute descent. Okay, don't want to speed up too much. Gear down, flaps down. The long approach.
Atumi, Colt 1-1. Request landing.
Colt 1-1. Atumi, cleared to land. Runway 13. Wind 093 at 4 meters per second.
Bit high.
Altitude, altitude.
Got to land before the touchdown point in this one. They want you to land by the threshold. I need to pump this down. Slow. Slow. Center this up. Right, we're on glide. 200 feet. But bringing the throttles back over the threshold. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Oh, a bit hard.
You can taxi to the parking area.
Ah, cheers, Nikki. That's not a bad landing, that one. Takes a while. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Flaps up.
Call 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Go for a slow taxi. So quickly zoom through this checklist. Yeah, after landing 101, because you start to shut the aircraft down as you. Speed brakes, close flaps, ups, anti-skid off. That means to go to taxi.
You can park near the tanker.
Come on. Oh, over there, is it? Keep changing it.
You can park the bird here. You have 2 minutes to complete your shutdown procedure.
Right, shut down. Just shut everything off. That can go to the middle. Go off. Go off. 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 Off.
Seconds.
I think that's everything. Kick myself if this.
Let me confirm your shutdown procedure. Shutdown looks good.
Yeah, we did it.
Okay,
Oh.
let's see how you have rated.
Oh, fingers crossed. Here we go.
For general knowledge, airmanship, and safety, you rated qualified.
Of course.
For pre-takeoff and takeoff, you rated qualified.
Yep. Excellent. Yeah, thanks.
For navigation and maneuvers, you rated qualified minus.
Ah, that'll do. Better than fine.
For approach, landing, and after landing, you rated qualified.
Yeah, nice.
For comms and task prioritization, you rated qualified.
Getting good at it.
We will end our flight here. You made it. You passed this PO. You received a qualified minus rating. Work on your maneuvers to improve your skills. It may save your life. Return to Batumi for the next qualification mission.
Thanks, Dad. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Rock on. Cheers, Nuki. Oh, yeah, that was good fun. There's put it on the second go, which is cool. Like nice. So that's what, 6 missions flown now, which means 4 done, 3 done. 3, 2 done, something like that. That's excellent. Really enjoying that. The A10 definitely is. Everything happens slowly, so it's not like a F-14 where you take off and everything's go 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 at 100 mile an hour. It's a nice, nice relaxing aircraft. Which, that's when the good times roll, you know. Alright, so I'm going to take a break for a few minutes. What's the time? 23:27. I think I'll do one more this evening and then I'll call it a day. Just to have a look at it, even if I don't pass it. Be nice to see what that's like for next time, or I'll pass it, you know, you never know, wonders never cease. So, yeah, nice to have a break as well, because it hurts me, get pains and things, so I need to, you know, stretch and do much and things like this. So, was there no GR fun tonight? Not that I saw. I didn't see anyone streaming. I don't know, they may have done a private thing or something, I don't know. None of the usual suspects were streaming this evening that I saw. So, who knows? Absolutely no idea. But Atomic did fly his Vigan earlier, the other day, really well, so that was good to watch him fly that. I enjoyed that. Auntie hasn't streamed for a few days with DCS. She was streaming Armour 3. But she usually streams the GR missions as well, doesn't she? So, but I haven't seen anything. Either they did and no one streamed it, or there was nothing on tonight, I should imagine. Looks like they got to get all those new recruits up in the air and flying. Yeah, that's it. Check them all out. Not a lot going on the Discord either this evening. Screenshots and things like that. Someone did post like a mass load of aircraft on the runway at 7:30. They have done something. Maybe in the new guys or something. Was Satal on today? Sure if that was on or not. Yeah, thanks Nuki. I will keep on doing them. Definitely going to try and finish this whole campaign while streaming it over the next week or so. Gonna have to see how we get on with that. They will definitely be going up on YouTube as well, into my archive. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I had on the that first stream I did, though, I had 16 people watching, so that was really cool. Really enjoyed that. Great. So it just depends on the time of day as well, doesn't it? Yeah, enjoying it, getting the videos back going. So yeah, now I've got something to do. It takes my interest a little bit, and otherwise I'm sat here wondering, you know, you've seen it all before kind of thing, so maybe do something a bit different that no one else is doing. It's nice, but you know, I need to be interested in it to stream it, so that's cool. Really cool. I really appreciate everyone that's come to watch chat and for the follows earlier, and that's really awesome. Really appreciate that. Right, so I'm going to have a look at this next mission, and then this will be it for this evening. Which is approach and landing. This might be an ILS approach. Have a look. Take off there. Head out to the PO start, come in, go round into a missed approach route, and land by the looks of it. Yeah, this looks like a biggie. So I think I might save this one for tomorrow. Otherwise I'm going to be here for another hour and a half. And it's getting close to midnight here in the UK, and I've been streaming now 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it gets more and more difficult for me as the hours progress to it. So yeah, that's definitely one for tomorrow. That'll be number 4, and looks like there'll be you take off going towards this waypoint, coming back in for initial approach fix, final approach, go missed approach, go for a pattern, then come back for a landing or an ILS landing by the looks of it. So yeah, it should be bright and breezy. I'll be in the early evenings of tomorrow or in the afternoon maybe, depending on what I've got going on. But yeah, that should be awesome. So look out for that one tomorrow, guys. So anyway, thanks again to everyone that's come to watch, and it's been absolutely great. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all again tomorrow. So take care of yourselves, enjoy your DCS. Here's Nuki. Nice for the chat. Appreciate the chat, mate. And hopefully see you again soon. Good night all.